Doctors suggest not to reuse the mask because it cannot be sanitized by alcohol. City volunteers and TIMA members clean the house of a solitary senior in Guangshan. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Maggie Tsai. Thank you for joining us. As novel coronavirus spreads globally, people in Taiwan are wearing masks when they go out. Some people say that we can spray alcohol on masks to sanitize it before reusing it. But the doctor suggests that we use masks only once. It is because after usage, dust and bacteria will adhere to masks, which cannot be sanitized by alcohol.
Currently, people must remember to bring masks with them when they go out. Have you thought about how long a mask can last?
你戴这个口罩大概多久换一次？
大概2天换一次吧。
那你这样戴，你大概什么时候会把它换一次？
觉得应该2天一次吧，省一点用吧。
Since there's a lack of masks, people want to use them sparingly. There's a saying that one can spray alcohol on masks before reusing them.
只要你口罩戴上去之后
After one wears a mask, it starts to adhere to dirt and droplets. By spraying alcohol to sanitize it, you cannot ensure that the proceed mask serves the same function as the original mask.
处理过后的口罩是不是跟原来的功能是一样好的？
One should not do this. A mask has 3 layers. The outer layer is water-resistant layer, the middle layer is the filtering layer that filters bacteria, and the inner layer is hydrophilic, which adheres to dirt upon being used. Meanwhile, some people place toilet paper inside masks to lengthen its usage. This is incorrect as well.
如果你的飞沫状况很多，你铺
If you have a lot of saliva droplets, putting a layer inside the mask can ensure that the mask would not be so dirty. However, I don't think this is a good idea not to change the mask.
也不好。
To protect oneself against the spread of the virus, one should change the mask at least once a day.
In Taiwan, there has been medical cases of people catching novel coronavirus from their family members. To prevent the further spread of the virus, Dalin Tzu Chi Hospital has implemented preventative measures. They suggest people not to visit patients at hospitals and express their care through video chat instead.
On weekends, many people will visit patients at hospitals. However, doctors suggest that to prevent further spread of the virus, people can express their care through video chats.
Coronavirus is unlike SARS, which only becomes contagious after the patients experience fevers. This is very dangerous. People in Taiwan must be aware of it. If we can bring the epidemic under control, we would be protecting everyone's life and safety.
Besides advising people not to visit patients at hospitals, Dalin Tzu Chi Hospital also takes preventative measures. They redirect outpatients, cutting down on their waiting time.
因为我们在这个空气当中，我们自己的免疫力
We are exposed to the air in this environment, and we do not know about our immunity. The hospital has taken the time to implement measures. We can follow the procedures and make everyone feel at ease.
可以安心放心。
做量体温的动作啊。
They measure our body temperatures and put a mask on us if we don't have one. They are helping us and the people around us.
The best way to prevent the spread of the virus is to wear a mask, wash hands frequently, and avoid going to public areas. As people raise their awareness, they can better protect themselves against the virus.
How can one prevent epidemic in your home or office? Guangshan City Government Department of Health teaches everyone how to make your own liquid disinfectant to kill the virus. Follow our report. To prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus in the public area, Guangshan City Government teaches the public how to make liquid disinfectant. With a diluted bleach, one can kill virus with it. Just 1 liter of clear water with 10 cl of bleach, one can make 500 per part million liquid disinfectant.
The bleach has the effect to kill some of the viruses. We recommend building like company offices and residential apartments with many visitors to increase the frequency of disinfection procedures.
The public area with lots of people should frequently disinfect the elevator buttons, hand grips, or phones, which are often contacted with hands. Facing a serious novel coronavirus epidemic, Kaohsiung City also began to organize large-scale quarantine areas.
When there are increasing demands in a short time period, the Epidemic Prevention Center should have the ability to handle such a situation. Therefore, we planned to launch a large-scale quarantine area to help citizens with light syndromes or those who are conducting home quarantine.
To face the challenges in the future and be prepared in advance, the public should start from oneself and remember to conduct disinfection procedures in your buildings so that the virus can be eliminated for good. In our next report, we will meet a Taoyuan Tzu Chi volunteer Chen Shouwei. He used to have many bad habits, leading a wayward life. Fortunately, under the guidance of his relative, he started recycling. As he shouldered more responsibilities in Tzu Chi, he has found a new direction in life.
跋筊了，就是会去银行用信用贷款，因为逐个月你爱互囡仔的保姆费、什么费，但是你搁要搁啉酒，要搁食薰，要搁跋筊，所以讲你的开销无法度。
做同事吼，20几年我对头看伊到尾初伊酒。 啉真香，薰食不能食，什么拢来。
Under the guidance of his relative, Chen Shouwei started doing recycling and shouldered the responsibilities of a Tzu Chi team leader.
放假就拢会来载啊。想做几遍？上少嘛做4遍，上济了做8遍。自从做了环保，每天在环保里面，每天忙虽然忙，但是你会忘记说，奇怪，我一整天不抽烟不喝酒也是可以的。
Since he started doing recycling, he has changed a lot. He is doing Tzu Chi's work mindfully. His wife is also very mindful and compassionate. He changed a lot because of his wife's support.
I'm grateful to my wife for tolerating me. My boss knows that I'm volunteering with Tzu Chi. Upon seeing me, he'll ask, "Are you still carrying out Tzu Chi's work?" I say yes. He's very supportive of us.
Dad spends more time with us now.
Thanks to the influence of his family and friends, Chen Shouwei is able to start a new chapter of life. He has compensated his family with sincere love.
In Tainan's Guangshan district, there is a 76-year-old care recipient. Volunteers fondly refer to him as Birded Uncle. He lives alone and has mobility issues. To give him a good start to the Lunar New Year, Tzu Chi volunteers and TIMA members gave his house a thorough cleaning.
Seeing the Tzu Chi volunteers, this bearded uncle who lives in Tainan's Guangshan district greets them much like he would his family.
We came a few years back to clean up his place, but his mobility continues to deteriorate. He is one of our long-term care recipients and his home hasn't been cleaned in a while, so we came to do that for him for the new year.
Thanks to Tzu Chi for coming here to give our village's senior a breath of fresh air and a boost to his health by cleaning up his home.
Volunteers begin to clean up the outside as well as inside. They find that food has long gone bad inside his kitchen and feel bad he has to live in such a condition.
He lives alone and no one can help him clean. He's unable to move around much. I feel very honored I had the opportunity to help him. Thanks to him, I have the ability to give.
We want to give Bearded Uncle a new environment to live in. When we went to his room, it was very messy. And after the efforts of the volunteers, everything is organized and clean.
Besides reminding him to take care of his health, TIMA members also cleaned his home. After everyone's efforts, the home is finally clean and the uncle can feel at ease at home.
Tzu Chi Academy in the United States is not only a place where students can learn Chinese, but also learn humanistic culture. In the years since it's been in operation, many of the Chinese American families have found much value in the academy, which some alumni now sending their own kids to the academy.
1993年的时候
，2003年的时候
，2006年，
在12年，
在2013年的时候
担任校长，
进入纽约慈济人文学校，
加入慈济，
同时也跟着我儿子一起进来这个慈济的大家庭。
I remember the school was at the junction of Main Street and Northern Boulevard on the 10th floor. There were only a few students, and the students were of different ages, so they were all mixed in one class.
Later, as more children joined, we started looking for another location. There was a Chinese medicine shop called Shun Antan in Flushing. The owner had built a new warehouse, and she said, "I'll lend you my warehouse for free." Everyone was so excited. Around 1996, we started looking for a better location. Through one of our committee members in the school district and with help from the husband of one of our teachers, we found a new home for our current school in the Third New Halton Middle School 74, where we are now.
4初中找到了现在的学校的会所。
Since its founding in 1892, the Tzu Chi New York Academy is now in its 27th year. Teachers and alumni gathered on the first day of the 2019 school year.
我们要起来动一动哦。好，起来动一动，来，各位，慈济，对，这个歌叫《慈济路上》，我们就要跑哦。那慈济要很忙，跑，对不对哈？所以来，我们一起来音乐哈，然后就。
Eileen is a graduate of the academy, and now her 5-year-old son has just enrolled.
I think it started with my mom, because it was a small Chinese community back then, and the first principal, she approached my mom, and then about the Chinese school, and they were excited about it. They enrolled me. It was pretty memorable. I mean, it wasn't just about learning Chinese. They also taught about be a responsible person, and respectful, and I thought that was really important, and that's why I really wanted my kids to come back. For me as a parent, I think how they are as a person is really important, how they treat other people, what they're going to bring to the society, how they're going to affect other people.
As a Tzu Chi volunteer, teacher, and parent, Mei Du, also a former principal, has a special connection with the Tzu Chi New York Academy.
其实在慈济人文学校20多年。
In fact, while being at Tzu Chi Academy for over 20 years, I've also encountered ups and downs in life. But because I'm at Tzu Chi Academy, where my life is being challenged instead of giving up, I have the courage to face it. Also because of my promise to fulfill the wishes of others, I've taken on responsibilities with ease. Tzu Chi Academy has shown me the meaning of life and hope.
一种希望的力量。
The New York Tzu Chi Academy is rooted in Tzu Chi spirit to help nurture children's compassion and kindness. Throughout the years, the few seeds have grown into a forest. Let's meet a group of volunteer parents helping to sustain the implementation of the academy.
The Tzu Chi Academy is very popular. Many times people come early to sign up. Some even come as the sun is rising.
Did you have a good day? Yeah? Where's Baba? Where's Baba?
We got there at 11 p.m. and we were number 11. So there were already like 10 families before us. We definitely are an untraditional family here because we're a same-sex couple. And the unique thing about this Chinese school is that they were very honest and transparent with us. They were like, hey, look, like, we definitely don't have that many same-sex couples. Like, you're definitely right in your concerns, but we are willing to learn and work with you. And collaborate with us to ensure that our daughter has a successful Chinese learning experience.
Volunteering experience is fantastic. For me, it was a little bit nervous at first. I thought I'd be a little bit singled out, but everything has been amazing. People make a point of making sure to explain things in English so that I understand what's going on. Everyone is incredibly welcoming and friendly. It's just been an incredibly positive experience for all of us.
Besides the Tzu Chi volunteers, we have the parent volunteer team at the school.
I think this is the best way to recruit parents to join our volunteer team.
参加志工的一个途径。
慈济今天能够受到这么家长的信任。
Today, Tzu Chi operates with a trustworthy standard. Many parents believe in, and in fact, it's mainly because of Tzu Chi's humanistic culture and spirit of unconditional love. They have a heart that's willing to help people, which is then put into action. We can also see such a process with the parents' volunteers. They're also very happy and dedicated to helping other students. This kind of journey allows the parent volunteers to learn the joy of selfless giving, and also serve as a priceless education for the students.
I can proudly say Tzu Chi Academy is the training ground for Tzu Chi volunteers.
Many students who graduated from the Tzu Chi Academy are willing to come back. The most important thing is the spirit of Master Cheng Yan's humanistic culture. The impact can be seen and it's intangible, but allows everyone to experience its value. So students will enroll, parents will continue to join us. And we're truly planting deep roots. We have to think firmly. The Academy is here to stay. We can help many families, help many students. So this is my belief that we're going to be here 100 years.
Malaysia Penang Tzu Chi volunteer Lee Chong-mi has joined the Tzu Chi camp in Taiwan in 2013. Since then, he has started to listen to the Dharma teachings every day upon returning to Malaysia. His perseverance and patience have helped him to practice the Dharma teachings in his life. 3:45 a.m. in the morning, he lit the candle and bowed to the Buddha.
It's not easy to be the one to open the door. First, you need to wake up earlier than others, and you must set up the audio system well.
Since August 2013, Lee Chong-mi has been keeping his perseverance and patience.
Perseverance and patience are the most important two attitudes to learn the Dharma teachings. I kept these spirits to listen to the Master's teachings continually.
As a disciple of Dharma Master Cheng Yan, he has practiced what he learned from the Dharma teachings and changed to be a better person.
Sometimes we might encounter troubles in our career or family, but we will forget about it very soon because the Master said that everything is empty. When you don't care about the result too much, you can separate it from the causes. The Master has taught us with her life to enlighten our wisdom. I felt that we can use our life to surpass ourselves and to acquire Dharma wisdom.
There are about 3,000 hectares of rice paddies in Fuli Township, Hualien. Local farmers have been promoting organic farming for the past 24 years. Recently, they held the first Rice Art Festival. The organizer turned rice straw into animal-shaped artworks to remind the public to protect planet Earth.
Fuli produces abundant rice, which can be part of a delicious dinner. However, what can be done with the leftover rice straw? There are a lot of animals in agricultural land next to Fuli Farmers Association. Looking closely, one can see that they're made with dry rice straw. The most popular animal is the 6 feet tall silverback gorilla.
Silverback gorillas are very defensive, as they protect their environment. It's like how we conduct organic farming for 24 years to protect our land. We hope to educate people and teach the tourists to protect the environment and reuse resources.
In the past, rice straw was discarded in the fields or burned. The staff of Fuli Farmers Association came up with a new idea. They invited a local school, the design school of Zhongyun University, and bamboo weaving artists in Nantou to work together. They turned rice straw into animals, representing how humans should coexist with the nature.
I think it is very good that they make use of the rice straw to create artworks.
你原本对稻米的认识是什么？
都只是吃而已。然后到这里之后，我就知道还有更多的方法了。
Meanwhile, another 0.5 hectares of land grows copper cannon daisy, rosemary, and other plants. Among them, canola flower is very helpful in growing rice.
It can absorb the nitrogen in the soil and balance the pH of the earth. After it matures, it can be discarded into the rice paddies as fertilizer. This way, everything returns to nature.
Through the display of artworks, the organizer hopes the public can cherish our environment and learn to coexist with nature.
In recent years, the air fryer too is not adding a lot of oil to produce crispy fries-like food. This has caught the attention of those looking to feed their fries food needs in a healthier way. However, is it really as healthy as it says it is? Here is our report.
Slightly charred food brought out from the cooking plates, as well as tofu, which has been fried just right. These are a few of the dishes one can make with an air fryer. The internet is full of videos on how to make this. It only takes a few steps to have homemade French fries. Some people even reheat previously fried food in the air fryer, but is it healthier this way?
The fries you buy from the store feels like a perfect match for the air fryer. You have the reheat ability and it's crisp, much better than using the microwave or oven, which might not reheat evenly. However, the oil amount of the original fries is still there, and it won't be reduced by throwing it in the air fryer.
People like to throw any ingredient into the air fryer to try, as the ability to reduce oil is a favorite for users.
I like to use the air fryer to cook things because the oil is removed and drips down.
But actually, not everything is suitable for high-temperature frying, like vegetables. Experts remind that there should be a limit on the intake of fried items.
Air frying is still done at high temperatures, so its influence is that it will still produce cancer-causing carcinogens. Also, the high temps breaks down some of the nutritional value like vitamin B, C, and other phytochemicals of vegetables.
Dietitians remind us that fried food should not be consumed more than 2 days a week, and perhaps the air fryer dishes should be served alongside other dishes to make the meal healthier.
There are already confirmed cases of novel coronavirus in Malaysia. Relief kindergartens have taken careful prevention measures to keep the children safe. Take a look and see you next time.